Christian's just flexing in a weird way. Yeah, let's do it. Let's let it go. Woo!
It's a hot tip.
Oh. I kind of like the drop on that. Actually, do it again. That was good.
It's a hot tip. It's a hot tip. It's a hot tip.
This is the Boom Podcast. The podcast that shows you how to build an amazing business so you can build an amazing life. The Boom Podcast starts now.
Oh, you cannot control your body when you get that song into you. Oh, mercy sakes.
We gon' podcast.
We going podcast. We going P-O-D-C-A-S-T. Bye. That was a little freestyle rap to start the Boom Podcast here. Season 2, Episode 2.
I'm a little heavy on the breath right now.
Are you? You overdid it. You overdid it. A lot of people don't realize how good we are at freestyle rap. And in our speaking gigs, when we go around the world and play to arenas and stadiums tens of people, a lot of times we'll drop a freestyle rap on them. And
sometimes.
With no beat
right.
and no rhyming. It's really just a talk, I guess, is all it is.
We have beats, though.
Frankly, we do. It's a hot tip. Drop that in there.
It's a hot tip.
I think do it with the beat though.
We don't have Beats by Dre on our heads.
It's a hot tip.
No, like you gotta drop it though. Get it in rhythm.
Find it.
Yeah,
find it.
It's a
Find
hot tip. That's what it is right here. Go.
It's a hot
No. We'll work on that. Yeah, we'll work on that on the ones and twos. Oh, hello to you, kind listener, and welcome aboard Season 2. This is Episode 2. We are extremely excited. We do want to hear from you, too. Info at Boom Real Estate Podcast is the jam there. And then we're doing things on YouTube, like it or not.
Yes.
Jordy is making things happen for us on YouTube. God love him. Instagram. Things are happening on Instagram as well. We're all making things happen on Instagram. And so
I made something happen yesterday.
You did make something happen yesterday.
I posted a picture.
On the gram?
You did. Well, and that was my next thing I was going to talk about. And that is, if you're watching on YouTube or seeing a little clip on the gram, you're noticing the studio is completely different.
Yes.
Oh, man.
It's very exciting. We clap like we didn't like the old studio. We're like, yay, finally, a better studio.
Did you do any research as to why, like, this color? We went with what would you, how would you describe this
color?
color?
It was like a red.
Yeah.
And now it's like kind of a sky blue color.
Sky blue?
That's what I would say,
Pretty
sky
accurate,
blue.
sky blue.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I thought everybody looked a little tomatoey with red. But the red was
That's
designed
just, and now you see that's just our natural
it's
hue.
just your natural hue. We've debunked that. No, the other one was made for recording. It wasn't made for video.
Yes.
Because red absorbs a lot of light, and it's also over, it's really red.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
went with something a little more neutral, a little more cool, a little more light reflective.
Okay.
Is this too serious?
I like it.
Am I
No,
derailing
I
the
like
podcast?
it. I like it.
Great.
It makes me
time.
feel like I can fly. Like I like there is
Oh,
no
there's-
ceiling. There is
right.
no
Oh.
ceiling.
There's no
Wow.
ceiling. There isn't.
Look at
It is
that.
lighter and more like freeing,
It-
I guess.
there is-
Colors
You feel
make
that
you
way?
feel ways, yeah.
Colors
I
do
think
make
so
you
for
feel
sure.
ways.
Yeah.
So how do you guys all feel then? You feel lighter?
Happy.
You
I
feel
do feel
happy?
lighter.
Todd,
Yeah,
how do
I
you
feel
feel?
I just realized there actually is a ceiling though. So
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll
Debunked.
slow us down a little
yeah,
bit.
that's not gonna work.
Well, shake it off. Shake it off. Christian, how do you feel in the new
I
studio?
feel great. I love this place.
Yeah?
It's awesome.
Happy guy. That's good. And we all have lights on our microphone stands now, too, which is exciting.
I just
You guys are catching up.
Yeah, Megan had it for season 1,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of
She
season
was
1.
our guinea pig.
And then she wasn't electrocuted,
We wanna make
so
sure.
we said, okay, well, I'll do it.
All right, we
Oh,
tested
wait
it
a-
out.
What? I
You're
thought
the
it was 'cause
canary in the coal mine.
I thought I was special this whole time.
No.
we
If you had been electrocuted, we would have
right.
just replaced you for season 2 and not done the lights around our
That's right.
microphone stands.
You guys.
That's what would have happened. I'm just kidding, Megan. We love you.
If we had
You
to
can't be replaced.
like a soap opera or something, if we had to kill off one of us,
Yeah.
Yes.
who would it be?
If you killed me, the recording would never stop.
I feel like we've already established
true.
this by the lights
Where's
on the
the off
microphone.
Here's what I think. I think it would be me, and I'll tell you why. Because you want to kill someone, not the most beloved character,
Yeah.
but someone who's still a key piece of the show,
Right.
which is me. but it's not like killing off Megan, where there'd be rioting in the
Right.
streets, right?
See, I don't know.
So I think I'm the obvious choice. And this is when I watch shows, by the way, I try to figure out who's going to die. I really do. Because it's like a guessing game, but you're
Right.
like, it's not you because you're too
You're too
unimportant
big. Yeah, we're
or
gonna
you're
need
too
you.
important.
Yeah.
But you're just important enough to die.
We like you a little. We're a little attached.
Yeah, we
but
kind of are attached. Yeah, that's a little thing.
I don't know. I do.
Well, we'll
think-
find out.
I do think the lights on the microphone might have already been indicative of the answer to that question.
Megan?
Oh,
guys.
really?
Yeah, it's me. That's all right. I mean, I'd like to think it would completely implode on itself if I was gone, though.
Oh, it
guys.
sure would.
Really,
It
if
would,
any of us were
We would not
gone,
want to carry on.
We would.
We definitely
nothing-
don't have a solo project.
Although I do have a
planned if that
couple.
happens.
We have a couple female people that we've
Just lined
interviewed
up.
that we could slot in.
Yeah.
Oh
just-
yeah, I think some
Just-
nice.
I got 3 hard names in the back of my head. Sorry.
Well, I'm more concerned about Alyssa Hellman, who literally wanted to
She-
murder
she
me
is gonna
and
come
just
for
take
you.
my spot.
She's
So
coming
that could
for you.
happen.
I wasn't going
And
to
we
say that.
That could
have
happen,
not
yeah.
been talking to her behind the scenes about an agreement.
I don't believe you. Okay, so let's get into episode 2. Again, season 2 is all about systems, and we talked to you in the last episode about systems to start tomorrow. Which I still love that name because it sounds like you can put it off. Systems to start your tomorrow. It would be better, I think. But anyway, so that's what that one is. But today we're talking about systems for maximizing your morning, and we
Yeah.
are recording
Yes.
this in the morning.
Yes.
So we're just right here in the
Yep.
middle of it, feeling the flow,
Yep.
barely awake,
We just woke up.
cranky.
Yes.
I'd say cranky
Yeah.
because it's
a little
morning.
smelly.
I think-
'cause we
I think everybody, well, yeah, if you don't wash your face, you get smelly.
dragon breath.
Oh man.
And
Nope.
Do you guys call it dragon breath?
no.
Morning breath? I
Never.
guess it's morning breath. It's just morning breath.
Yeah. What does the live studio audience think about what we're doing?
Of our breath?
Oh yes.
Oh,
Yep.
Christian's got new sounders.
I think it's the same one. I don't know.
Same.
But we're talking about mornings, and as you know, mornings are just stupid. So what we're talking about here is just maximizing
stupid.
your morning. That's where we're headed. We're going to give you that system today.
That's right. So here's the deal. If you didn't know, the mornings are critical to winning the day.
Critically stupid.
If you really want
Oh.
to dive in, like
Oh.
we would suggest you read the book or listen to the Audible of Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod.
Yes.
But if you don't have time for that, then just listen to our podcast.
That's right.
And we'll shorten it for
That's all you really
We're the
need.
Cliff Notes version.
We are the Cliff Notes version.
I literally was listening to it this morning again. Like just sometimes I say, "Hey," in the morning. I listen to it. Pumps me up. Thanks, Rob.
to the
Miracle Morning, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yep,
yeah. There you
happened
go.
to be.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to challenge you basically as this whole season's about systems, we are breaking down the systems. So last episode we talked about the systems that you need to win the night. This episode we're talking about the systems that you need to win the morning. And then next podcast, we're going to be talking about systems to win the day. See how we're just breaking it down. Then we're going to keep going with your careers. It is going to be incredible. Follow us for the journey. So right now, let's talk about the mornings. And it's all about habits, right? It's real simple. We are going to teach you a lot of things that you should be doing. But we want to challenge you to do all these things, but we also understand that it usually doesn't work out. The studies show that if you just try to take on too much at once, you kind of get paralyzed because you're not achieving everything that you want to achieve, and then you just quit.
Yeah.
Right? And we don't want that. We want to create habits. We want to create success. So what we're going to do is we're going to challenge you to start small. All right, so we're going to do like little habits, onesie, twosie.
Yep.
All right. And then you're going to build on that. And eventually the goal is to go for it all. So we want to create these routines, the structure of your morning to where every morning you're waking up doing the same thing. And you've created all these habits to all of a sudden you are starting your day out with a win. And you're starting your body, your mind, physically. You're ready to go. Mentally, you're ready to go. It's all going to be there for you. So it's all about the habits. So when we give you everything today, just take away everything. I mean, I want you to jot copious notes.
Copious notes.
Copious.
Megan, we're talking about what the system is. And by the way,
Yeah.
is there a game for this?
There is
Todd?
a
I
game.
thought so.
Hey.
He's got a deck of cards. I didn't even notice that.
didn't
deck
either.
of cards.
Oh
So
my
scary.
goodness.
Just see, I can't. I was gonna
Oh
shuffle.
boy. Yeah, just do a quick shuffle there, Todd. Is this?
I
you,
don't know if the mic will pick it up.
It's like a. Oh yeah, that sounded all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a childlike shuffle. Taking
This
a
was not a
long
great
time.
shuffle. Not a
They're
great
really
shuffle.
small
Let me
cards.
do
Do
the.
you see
this-
how
They are.
small they are?
Or are they small? He has large hands
That
though
was
too,
like
so I
a-
can't tell what's the
okay.
problem.
All right. All right.
I'm so nervous.
Sorry. So what we're gonna do? We recently took
I'll
a
pipe
trip.
in some sound effects. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you.
We'll get it later.
We recently took a trip, and so I wanted to play a game today because this was one of the fun ones that we played on our trip. So I was like, let's try it.
Okay.
So this is a game called Who Do You Do?
No, how do you do?
How do you do? I'm learning to do.
Who do you do? Oh boy.
How do you do?
How do you
All
do?
right, this is. I'm gonna get in that camera shot right there, Christian, so I can show it to our live audience. How do you do?
have a live
Not
audience.
who do you do, but if you switch the letters, it could be who do you do.
It could be.
Boom. If you switch the letters even more, it could be where do you do. All right. So what this is basically you're gonna draw a card. I'm gonna call you out randomly throughout today's podcast.
Okay.
You're gonna draw a card and choose a song, and you have to. Now it says you're supposed to use just do like. So let's say you're doing Happy Birthday. You go, do 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 do.
Oh, so you sing do's.
So you got to sing it with do's.
And
now,
people have to guess
If you
your
wanted
song.
to do, because I feel bad for Megan, because she likes to use a mouth horn. So if you want to be,
Oh, okay. That is
Okay.
allowed?
we will allow the mouth horn.
Okay. All right,
So
congrats,
it's your
Megan.
choice of instrument as long as you don't use the words. Okay.
Are we
now
getting
there
started?
are
This whole
there
game is
are-
off the rails, and we haven't even started.
I
There
know.
are
that's good.
4 songs on each one, so we'll let you choose one. But if you nail it and it's too easy, we're gonna make you do a second one. 'cause
wow.
We got to make you
So-
stress. Okay.
Okay.
So Megan,
I'm
I'm gonna let
already
you
stressed
start,
out. Oh,
and then randomly I'm gonna call you and make you do the do's.
I'm already stressed. Okay. All right.
How do you do?
Okay, here we go.
Oh, so she's
We're
gonna start talking
on
about the system, and you're
podcast.
just gonna
Yeah.
Because
randomly
I want to give
chime
some
in.
people some meat here. We need to
Sure,
give them some
sure.
meat.
All right,
They
let's
need
get to
something
it.
to
Come back.
eat. I
We'll
get
come
it.
back
They've
to
been
this
hanging
candy.
in for over 10 minutes. Let's give them something. Megan, so we're talking about the system for your morning.
Yep.
Let's talk about that and how it starts.
All right. Well, first thing we need to do, guys, is wake up.
Oh.
It's a very important part of your
is
morning.
key.
That's
We're
key.
going to need to do that.
If you don't accomplish that, then
You're already
you've
off
already
the rails.
failed.
Yep. Okay, so the first thing you're going to wake up. So the question is, when are you going to wake up
Mm-hmm.
in the morning? Now, this is debatable. We've got even people at this table that wake up at very different times. So earlier is usually better. I mean, we've heard it. Not all of us want to accept it. I think Terry and I probably are in the same boat of this, that it's not our favorite thing to
Mm-hmm.
believe in because it's okay. We're gray. We're in the gray area. But earlier is better. But you need to know yourself and your family and what's good for you. So what's your body like to do? When are you most productive? And also, what do you have going on? If you have kids in school, for instance, you're going to get up when you need to get them off to
Right.
school, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So just figure that out. But earlier is usually the better to get the jump on the day. The second is be consistent from day to day. So no matter what time you pick that's best for you in your life, you need to be consistent
Yeah.
every day.
Yep.
So and then how do you wake up? That's a big key piece, right? So alarm clock options. Now, this is interesting because we've been doing all of these in
Yeah.
our household. But what's good is to have your alarm clock next to you on your nightstand. And we've talked about this with our team. Like, you can put certain music that pumps you up, or maybe it eases you into the day, however you want to be. I love to have some Poison yelling at me to bounce out, But some days I just need an easy entry into the world. So
is Poison She's My Cherry Pie? I was trying to think of a Poison song off the top of my head.
Producer Christian.
Poison.
She's
every rose has its thorn.
Oh, that's
that
true.
I feel like that's Axl Rose. But he's Guns N' Roses.
I'll bing it.
Okay,
Alright, so he's gonna
okay. Really, I was thinking AC/DC. Thunderstruck would have been the
But a
choice.
good time. Is that poison? Nothing but a
I
good time.
don't know.
I don't know either. I think you were right with girls.
Cherry pie is warrant.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
warrant.
Warrant.
Okay.
All right.
Well, these are things we need to know
Yep.
for our alarm clock on our
There you
nightstand.
go.
So that's good.
I love warrant.
The next would be what's better is Sleep Cycle app on your phone next to your on your nightstand, right? So this is an app that sits on your nightstand and it listens. This is kind of creepy, but it's really interesting. It listens to your sleep, to how you sleep, and it creates these cycles. So when you wake up, it tracks the patterns that you're doing in sleep. So you wake up and you check it, and it's like, okay, you've slept for this long. You were in REM, is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Sleep
yeah.
for X amount of days, no, not days,
I like
hours,
days. I like
minutes,
that.
and it'll even tell you how often you snored throughout the night. Like you snored
my.
45 minutes. So,
Hey, Megan, while you're talking, I'm
Yes,
just going to
sir?
give Terry a card now because I was thinking maybe he should prep.
sure.
So
Am I the
we'll
first
let,
one?
We'll let him go first.
Okay.
Okay.
Christian, let's just give you a card too.
I feel like they're gonna have ample time to practice.
You'll
Oh,
get
I'm
one
gonna give
too.
you a card
You'll
too.
have it in
Let's just
advance.
give everybody a card.
What
now.
if
guys.
what
I'm
if
gonna
on
randomly
my
choose
card
one
it says
for you.
warrant cherry pie?
No
That
way.
It doesn't. But
That
that
would
would
be
be incredible.
so crazy.
All right, sorry. Nah, I just
my
want to make sure
gosh.
everybody's
Okay.
prepped. Everybody's
We're good.
prepped.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so good was your alarm clock. Next to you, better is having like a sleep cycle app
Yes.
on your alarm clock,
By the
kind
way,
of tracking you.
I've been rocking the Sleep Cycle app, and I'm a big fan of it. I do feel like I wake up better because I'm not just like it's before I would always wake up at the same time, regardless of which sleep cycle I was in.
Oh, yeah.
And so like this Sleep Cycle app's been awesome because it gives you a 30-minute window and it just listens to you. And like if it starts to hear you like moving around, it knows that you're in light sleep, and they're like, all right, let's wake you up. So it works really well. I enjoy it.
crazy?
Problem was we just moved our dog bed to my side of the bed, and our dog snores heavily.
Oh, so the
Now I'm
sleep
worried,
cycle's
like-
confused.
Yeah, it's
That's funny.
I don't know
didn't even
who's
think
snoring.
that thought. Oh, that's
Yep.
funny. Your snoring's gonna like double up. You know, like
It's like, well, you snore a lot.
5 hours of snoring. It is crazy though. You set a time frame that you want to wake up. So let's say between 6 and 7 a.m. and it decides when to wake you up,
Yeah.
which is insane.
It's
Isn't
wild.
that craray?
But you've
So,
noticed a difference.
I do. I feel much like I'm always. I feel
Easier
good
to
when I
wake
wake
up.
up.
And more alert, too.
That's amazing. All right, so we've got good, better, and now the best. The best thing to do is to take your clock or your phone and put it in your bathroom or away from you or on your dresser because studies are showing you need to have it farther away from you, both from the light, the crazy things that are frying our brains, unless you sleep with the tinfoil on your head, and then you're fine, totally fine.
Yeah, you're good.
But that's the best thing to do is have it away from you. And you can also you get up to go get it when it goes off, and then ta-da, you're ready to rock the world.
Ta-da.
So, ta-da. Okay, next thing you need to do is turn on your lights, okay? And if you want to be next level, you can use an app to schedule your lights to come on. Alexa can do it, whatever you have your smartphone, whatever you're using, but get the lights on. It's going to get you going. And then third, drink a glass of water. We've talked about this before in the podcast. Christian's talked about it. So chug that glass of water, replenish yourself, and then brush your teeth. I know that's wild. Some people, I've had fights with people about brushing your teeth before breakfast because some people don't like to do it before they eat.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's like one of the top things that wakes me up is once I have
brushing your
like,
teeth, yeah.
like a nice fresh breath. I'm ready to roll.
Yeah, it's like it's happening for the
Yeah.
day.
I
That's
think
true.
there's also like, if you're kind of waking up and you get a glass of water, splash the water in your face,
Yeah.
brush your teeth, you feel fresh.
Yep.
And you're ready to go.
Yep.
So
That's a Jerry Seinfeld thing, by the way.
Is it?
He goes to the sink and he splashes cold water on his face every single day just to wake himself up.
Really?
He said, "Yeah, it's a real
Like in real life?
You can't be groggy after
Yeah.
that. Yeah, in real life, that's what he does. It's not a bit he does.
It's
like
not-
he's
yeah.
just it's something that he really does.
boom.
Yep, old school, buddy. Nice, boom. Okay, are we ready for me to sing?
Yes. How do you
Oh.
do, Terry? All right. So Terry is again just a little refresher for those out there that are listening. We have a game called How Do You Do? It was a part of a larger game that we played on a recent trip that we had just for funsies with our families. And in one of the segments, you're given a song and you have to hum or use the do's to sing the song, and then we have to guess what it is as quickly as we can. This will be a game between the three of us, by
like
the
a
way.
new
Who
card.
can guess it first?
Oh, okay.
You ready?
Okay. All right. So Terry's going to go first. Beyonce.
All the single women.
All single.
Single women.
Single-
No.
Put a ring on it.
No.
All the single ladies.
Single ladies is it, correct. Oh, Megan thought that was a little bit reductionist to
man.
say single ladies, so she said women.
Yes.
Strong, powerful,
I was like,
single
come on,
women.
Beyonce.
Yes, that is
That's
correct.
Pretty
funny.
good. Nice singing.
You
nice
know what?
doing.
I waited for everybody else to start figuring it out so it would come together and I could say it. So I kind of like sandbagged. And
Oh,
then
interesting.
Oh, yeah.
You then to me, so I can't be mad at you. that
Everyone
you used
refined
that.
each other.
Yes, so
Yeah.
it was great. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Never be mad at me.
Strong work. Yeah.
Great.
I think
Okay.
the moral of this story is never be mad at Todd.
All right. So that is our morning system. How to wake up. Why to wake up. All right, Todd, moving on to you for what is next.
All right, so next step, and this one you may have heard some big people speak about, but simply like you've done everything to kind of wake your body up. Now you need to start your first win of the day, and that's going to be to make your bed. All right, and all you're doing is you're going in, you're making your bed. Even if somebody's still in it, just make it over them.
Yeah,
and just
that's right.
But what you're trying to do is you're trying to create a positive flow. You've already won. If you've made your bed in the morning, You've already won one of the big steps of the day. It's clean. It's a nice space to get returned to later in the day. But definitely this is something that you can do to make sure that you got that positive flow going. So simple task. And this is, by the way, this is one of those, like, if you're going to do a little bit, like a small habit, this is an easy small habit to start, is start making your bed every day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boom. All right.
Love it.
Then we're going to move forward and we're going to improve our health by having a nice drink and a healthy snack.
Wonderful.
All right. We're going to grab that drink. We're going to grab that healthy snack, and we're going to head to a safe place. Oh, do you guys have a safe place in your home that you go to, or safe?
I mean,
space?
how dangerous is your house?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was just thinking
You
too.
got a safe room. You go to your safe room.
I've got a panic room that I go to for my morning meditation.
Let's talk about your house for a minute. I have one
Very
safe
scary
room.
in Zionsville, Indiana.
I guess so. I guess so.
Yeah. No. So this what we mean, and I'll give you some tips on those things. So, for instance, when we're talking about the drink that you're going to grab, a glass of water is great. Ideally, non-caffeinated drinks. Now, this is going to be really hard for some people, so this is probably one of those steps that we do down the road.
I hope you can see the fire shooting
Oh,
from my
my.
A
eyes.
lot of
Yes, that was-
caffeinated fire over there. All right. But what you're trying to do is you want to eventually, and Tim Ferriss is a good one to listen to as well, podcast wise. But he talks about you got to get away from the caffeine. It's just not healthy for you to be kind of addicted to it. So non-caffeinated drinks would be a great way to start getting into it. Snacks should be real light. We're not looking at like doing this heavy like 4-egg cheese and ham omelet. You're just talking about like a little bit of yogurt or maybe some cottage cheese. Do you guys like cottage cheese?
I'm not a big fan
Love
of
me some cottage cheese.
I
Like
don't
salt
know.
on
There's
top.
no fruit in there.
No. So I'm huddled in the corner.
So you're
I'm
in
eating
the
a
safe
4-egg
place.
omelet with.
You're-
Am I getting this right?
Yep, perfect.
I'm drinking a
Spot
huge
on.
glass of water, no caffeine.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm safe.
Yes, there you go. Like, Christian, I'm giving you a two-tip head start that we're going to be going to you for your next song.
Okay.
All right. This space needs to be private and free of distractions. So when we're talking about a safe space, we're just saying this needs, like, you can't go back to your room where your wife is sleeping.
Yes.
Because
Don't get
then you're
back
not
in
going to
bed.
want to make noise and stuff. You want to go somewhere where there's nobody distracting you. Your kids aren't up and running around and listening to cartoons. So private, free of distractions. And then finally, make sure that, like, a really nice tip is have natural light. You want to make sure that you're waking your body up. And so if you go to your basement and it's dark down there and depressing because you're in your panic room, like,
You're huddled under the stairs crying, eating an omelet.
it's not a good way to start the day.
I think I have a visual right here. I think I got it.
You do. Perfect. So there you go. So you've woken your body up, you made your bed, and now you're having a healthy snack and a drink, and now you're ready to do a couple more routines that we're going to get into. But before we get into that,
Uh-oh.
Christian,
Here he goes.
How do you do?
Okay, what do I do?
Well,
You-
I don't
you
know
do
if you
it-
paid
you
pick a
attention to the
number?
first
Any
time
song-
we did
You can
it.
pick whichever song you
Oh, I
want
can
on
pick
there.
whichever one I want.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's
Toxic.
Yes. Oh, yes.
He did the instrumental part of Toxic.
It's really
Threw me
good.
off for a second.
A little Britney Spears.
I
action.
thought it was the Wizard of Oz for a second when she's riding the bike,
Yeah.
but it wasn't.
That was really good. Go, Brittany.
Oh, that's really high. That is really high.
But you got
It was
there.
impressive,
That was
yeah.
impressive.
Nice.
It was the omelet under the stairs that really got
Got you there.
got my
Every
energy
time.
level up.
Works every time.
That's what Brittany starts her day off with every day.
Oh, man.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Alrighty, so Megan, let's get to what's
Yes.
next now. You're in
I've got some
full of
good
light
ones.
space, and
Let's just do this.
you're waking up now.
Yes, you're waking up.
What
It's
you got?
light. It's great. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to stretch. You're going to stretch. Your body's tight.
Tight.
It
I
needs
love
to be
stretching.
reawakened.
Is it weird that I love stretching? I love it a lot.
Do you do like
I
full, like you go through a routine, or you mean just like kind of
No,
stretch?
I'd like a full routine. I don't do it very often, but whenever I do, I love it. But just sometimes, like when you're just standing around to stretch out the legs a little bit,
Yeah.
it just feels so good. I stretch out the hammies, and I like to do like a little side stretch for the inner thigh leg too,
Okay.
because I feel like here's something too that. You carry your stress physically in your shoulders and in your hamstrings.
Oh, I
so
didn't know about the hammies.
did
yeah,
not.
both, and that kind of makes
Yeah, we
sense.
talked
Like when
about the
you,
hamstrings last episode.
We did.
we did get into hammies
Tight-
last time.
tight
That's
hammies.
true. That's true. All right. So anyway, I love
So
stretching.
yes, however you like
Should we
to
stretch?
stretch.
Should we stretch
we
now?
should
I
all
kind of feel like I
just-
want
Okay,
to.
let's
Megan, you talk about it while
Okay,
we do.
Here's the deal. While Terry and Christian stretch, we're going to talk
feels
about
so
that.
good.
Now, there's smaller stretches that are easy. You can do it anywhere. I mean, literally anywhere you can do these stretching. You can go a little deeper and do like the yoga or stuff like
The
that when you
yogs.
get a little bit more intense in your
yogs.
stretching and core work. So So that's what you need to do.
So
What's funny
good.
is I feel like that's when your body or your blood starts flowing is when you start stretching and like moving your
good.
body. So I think that definitely is going to awaken you. And
refreshed.
all of your limbs feel reawakened and
I am
ready.
refreshed.
I feel like a
Yes.
stretch is almost like a yawn. Like I saw you
It kind
guys
of
stretching,
is.
and I just started like
Yes.
automatically
You have to
stretching
do it
myself.
too?
I was
Yeah.
like,
It feels good. Feels
really
good.
All right, so you're now stretched and you feel good, and you're gonna start working. You're gonna work on your creative. You're gonna work on creating your positive mindset now.
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna actively work on getting in a good spot. So first, short version. Let's say you just don't have as much time. You're gonna work on some quick affirmations, right? So
Love it.
things like I will own this day.
Yep.
I'm gonna be great at lead generation today. I'm gonna work out and get through my to-do list. Whatever you want to accomplish, good positive affirmations. Just a few things, maybe just a couple, and rock that out. Say them a few times, and also add in there what you're thankful for. I was listening and talking about this morning about being grateful and all that fun stuff. So
Yes.
the long version is more of your full meditation where you're in your safe place, you're eating your omelet, you've stretched, and you're going to go through it. You're going to use like your Headspace app. We've talked about that before. There's a mindfulness app, which is really good. Maybe you do a little journaling, take some time to get in a good mindset. Boom.
Boom.
So then you're going to move on to your proactive stuff, review your tasks for the day. You want to know what you need to do, how you're going to get them done, and be very focused. We're going to talk about this more to episode 3.
Ooh.
So you're going to be great. It's going
Tease.
to be about owning
Little
things
episode
and
tease.
being ready. It's going to be fabulous. So,
That's good stuff.
but I do like that part because I feel like right before you like jump out the gate, if you just say, okay, here's what I'm going to get done today, and you go through all your tasks, you just own it. You just
Right.
go right after it, and you have clarity. So
Yep.
Boom.
The biggest thing about all this is obviously you're starting your day on purpose in a certain way, in a
Yeah.
set way that gets you in the right headspace. Because so often, especially in real estate or even just as an entrepreneur or small business owner, there's so much to do, and there are fires that need to be put out, and you've got 3 voicemails that you need to
Yes.
call back right away. And so it's easy to just kind of start your day.
Yes.
But when you're doing it intentionally like this, you get in a much better place, and I feel like you're going to be way more productive in your day when you start it intentionally like this.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Whose turn is it to do?
I'm gonna let Megan have a break from speaking, and I will do some singing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Do 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 do
Dun,
do 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 do.
rock and roll.
Jack and Diane.
Yes.
He went with the bridge. You guys are doing weird parts of these songs.
I actually, in my head, I wasn't planning on starting with the bridge, and then as soon as I started singing, I went to the bridge.
That was-
it was just naturally ingrained in my mind.
What's
What
the
if you
beginning of that
had
song?
done the drum solo? Do 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 do. That'd be
That would
awesome.
work too. That's
Yeah,
a
you
good
lost
song.
me on the bridge. I was
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
what
it's not
song
what
is
my
that?
intention
Yeah.
was. I was
Yeah.
singing, do do do. No, wait, that's the bridge.
That's the verse.
Or is that the verse?
Yeah.
Little
Do
ditty
do
about
do
Jack and
do
Diane.
do
Yeah.
do 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 do. No, that's
Megan-
I
Every
just
part of
mixed it
that
up.
song is good though. Actually,
When it's your turn, I want you to do the outro of the song. Because
Oh,
Christian did the instrumental intro. Todd did a bridge. You just do
Just the end.
Do the very end, maybe the last note. All right, Todd.
no idea.
Yes,
We're back to you,
I'm
buddy.
gonna wrap up the morning,
Do
Wrap it
Todd.
up.
Do
and
it.
then I'm gonna let Megan wrap up the who. How do you do?
I hope you forget
Who do
by
you
the
do?
time.
And then I'll wrap up the episode.
And then you wrap that up.
It's how do
so
you
much
do?
rapping.
And then Christian,
How do you
you
do?
wrap up the recording.
How
Of
do
it.
you do? Okay.
How do you got it? All right, so we've woken up. We've made our bed. We ate a nice light snack, and we had a glass of water. We are sitting in a safe space. Then we did some
Safe space
stretches.
still cracks me up. I love it.
Then we got our mindset positively set.
Yes.
We did affirmations. We did meditation. Next thing, so like we've got our mind right. Now we need to get our body right, and this is where we work out. All right, so we're talking about doing like it can be body weight exercises, cardio. It can be you can use actual weights, whatever, as long as your heart gets pumping.
Yep.
All right. Now, obviously, if you work out with somebody that actually knows what they're doing, they're going to have ideas for you so that you're not, damaging your body. But
Yes.
the key here is talk to a professional about what you should be doing. But the key is you just want to get your heart moving. You want to get that blood pumping and getting through the body, right? Yeah, you like that, Megan? Yeah, yeah.
It's taking a turn. Let's go ahead and fire the sounder. It got awkward up in here, Christian, if you've got it ready
I just wanted
to
to make it one episode. This is my goal, literally.
You guys were doing fine, but that got weird in
I
a
just
hurry.
want, for the record, it to be clear that I did not initiate that. I did not, nothing.
You like that? Huh?
Nope. Okay,
all
keep going, Todd. Blood's pumping.
Get the blood pumping. Oh, she says blood pumping.
No, that's
All
not good either.
So the blood's pumping, and then once you're done with that, we need to obviously clean off so we can start moving forward with the day. And so you're gonna take a shower. Now here's the tip on the shower.
Wash your face.
Well, no,
That's
you don't
not
have
the
to do
tip.
that.
With
Your
soap.
hair,
Let the
With
soap
your hair will
and,
naturally.
With face
the shampoo.
That's right. Just let it
I can't
out.
keep. All right, I can't keep talking about this. I should not have brought it up. Todd, go ahead.
But you want to keep it cold, all right? And for me,
Cold
there's
shower.
Cold showers.
Woo!
There's two reasons for it. One is you're hot coming off of your workout, and
Yes.
so you need to cool your body down so you stop sweating. I hate it when you take a shower and then you get out and you're still sweating.
Oh, yeah.
After you're like, what's the point?
That's a great. There's a great Seinfeld bit where George comes out. He's like, "I'm so sweaty," and Jerry's like, "I thought you took a shower," and George says, "It didn't take." That's the truth, right? You're like, the shower didn't take, man. I'm
Didn't
still
work.
sweating.
So keep it cold. But the other thing is there's like actual reason that, I mean, it's going to wake you up and it's going to get you going. And so you're not going to want to go back to bed. All right. So basically keep it cold and then return to your breakfast. You
Oh,
had a little
second
light
breakfast.
snack before.
Oh.
All right. Now we've had a good workout. And so now you're going to have another breakfast. All right.
wow.
Second breakfast.
Second
Love
breakfast.
This
second
again,
breakfast.
you don't want it to be a
Zip it.
heavy breakfast. We don't want to make us put us into a coma, but you do want to get some protein in that bad boy. All right?
Protein in
So if
that bad
before
boy.
you had like an orange as your light breakfast, now we're gonna rock a little protein. Maybe you have a little bacon, maybe a little
Oh.
egg.
Okay.
Like a little what's the hard-boiled eggs that you like? Yeah, stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. So a nice high-protein light breakfast is a good way. And then guess what? You're gonna finish your morning with a simple brush, floss, go.
Brush, floss, go.
Or
BFG.
floss, brush.
Oh, yeah.
go
Yeah,
whatever
depending
your
on who
preference.
you are.
Throw
Yeah.
that floss,
FBG,
but don't forget
whatever
about the
you need to
floss.
And now we've brushed our teeth twice, so we're done for the day. I think is that correct?
That's it.
I think
That's
it's
what
just
they say. You need
twice.
to brush
we're
twice.
good.
That's it.
I a lot of times will brush and spit, and then I'll just do it one more time and just get it all knocked out. I batch my teeth
That
brushing.
is efficient.
Is that good?
That's so
No, that's
good.
not what I do. That's funny. Okay, who's left to go? Megan, it's time. It's time for you to sing a song.
Oh, I think we're good. I think we're time.
Yeah, we got time.
We'll
We
just
got
wanna
time.
go.
Yeah, we have a little bit of
Christian, do
time.
we have time on there?
We got time, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Time, Meg.
This is
Good luck, Megan.
How you torture me in my life. So bad. I don't even know what to do. Okay. Do 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 do.
Hot blooded.
Do,
Oh.
Boom!
I dominated this game.
Man.
Woo!
Jerry is good
I
at
am
this.
good. Thank you
like,
for doing
Jerry,
a chorus.
gonna be hot-blooded.
I'm about to do hot blooded. Okay, we do want to hear from you. Email info@boomrealestatepodcast.com and find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. And then Real Estate on Purpose is happening soon. So if the
Yay.
doors are open, go for it. If not, get on the wait list, reonpurpose.com. We will see you in episode 3, season 2. Go brush your teeth twice.
Floss.